Morning everyone. I've got another very easy project for you to try out today. These are made of silk foam or Foamiran, and no other color applied to it. It's just the basic color of the Foamiran, and very easy. Um, so I hope you're going to make this with me. I'll be back in just a while.
Okay, so what we're going to need is toothpicks, a side cutter, our prepared shapes. Of course, again, you can either hand cut these or use a die cut that you have at home. For the leaves, I cut these little strips, which I'm going to color. This is the only piece of the project that we are going to color, and to color the green, the Foamiran a little darker, I used pearlescence, or brilliance rather, pearlescent thyme. Okay, but that we're going to do a little later. And earbuds, yeah, you heard me right, it's earbuds. If you don't have stamens that's got the shape of these, then use earbuds. Why I use the earbuds is because it's easier for the earbud to just slip a wire in there, and then your flower will sort of adhere to the wire easily, and I like the earbuds. You can do a lot with it. What I did here is I just dipped it in Tikaneki all-purpose ink, and I dried it in the sun. Then you go ahead and you cut them all in half, so that you have a few of these. Okay. Okay, so if you look at this is the earbud. It dries excellent. You don't see any woolen little fluffy stuff, and that easily slips over your wire. Let me just show you here. You just put your wire in there, and there already your flower is sort of attached to the wire. All you have to do then is just wrap it with flower tape. I found that an easy way to do these. Okay, so let's start. Now, okay, and also I've got a pricking station. Oh yeah, this one I tried just before I started the video. It's a daffodil, supposed to look like a daffodil, but if we've got time I'll show you how to do that as well. Okay, this is my pricking station, my toothpicks, your iron. Just set that to a cotton setting. You will quickly see how much heat you need to pop the flowers. Yeah, I call these popcorn flowers because basically all you do is apply heat, and then it sort of shapes itself. Okay, you just hold that to the iron, you can see that it's popping. Okay, there you go. Now this is a big flower. It works excellent with smaller little flowers. Okay, the white. Okay, now the other thing I want to tell you is the colors of the Foamiran or silk foam loads the base color, which is usually the white, and you will see that the white is thinner than the colored ones. If you feel them, you will see that it's a little stiffer, and this one is quite soft. So there is a difference between colored foam and white foam. Some pop easier than others, but it's for you to experiment with your iron. Okay, you can see that I use a toothpick. First of all, the reason why I use a toothpick is it provides me with a center of a flower. Okay, those are cooled off yet, so I can take them out. And secondly, it allows me to put the flower flush against the iron. Just take care not to put don't use a metal tool first of all, because then you're going to get shocked. You can use a pencil. A pencil is also nice to use because that you can't go any further than a certain depth with it. Why I like the toothpick method is I don't have to sort of grab the flower again, and it's easy for me just to... Okay, can you see how easy that is? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 flowers, and I think less than a minute. Now that's quite easy. Can't get easier than that. Okay, you've got to use quite a hot iron. Mine is okay, and the steam setting is also a bit off. Please don't use steam. Steam's not gonna help you at all. Okay, now you can see this is cooled off. Let's put that aside. It's cooled off. As soon as it's cooled, it keeps the shape. If you don't like the shape, you can always heat it again and do the same thing again. I like the reason why I like the toothpick method is because I've already got a hole in the middle there. I don't have to prick another hole in it with an awl or something. Okay, white one, you will see that the white is softer. It doesn't really pop that as easy as the colored ones. Okay, there we go, so that's done. I just want to quickly show you if you should use the same method with smaller flowers. You can literally make hundreds of these with little or no effort. Wait for it to pop. See? Immediately you've got a nice shape there. Okay, let me just get my toothpicks. Okay, usually I sort of prepare them like this, 5 or 6 at a time. When I cut the Foamiran, I cut them 2 layers at once. Okay, that should be enough for an example. Right, you can time yourself. 1, 2, 3 seconds. Don't you just love it? It's so easy. I just enjoy these. Really like making these little silk Foamiran flowers. Okay, now this one's cooled off already. There you go. All you need now is just to put the diamond in there. you've got a beautiful flower. Alright, now the other trick is for the leaves. While we've still got the iron on, I'm going to show you how to do the leaves. Okay, so I'm just going to move this out of the way. I'm going to show you how I color the leaves, which is also super easy. Just take your shape. Okay, mine has just popped off. So I'm going to use a flower to fold it. Otherwise my hands are going to be stained. Okay. So that's it. Two more. Of course, again, you can color it with whatever you've got at home. If you want to color it with gelatos, with your oil pastels, or I've even seen people that color it with acrylic ink, but I don't know if the acrylic ink is acrylic paint is gonna work before you pop it. So if you only have acrylic paint at home, then first stretch it and form it and then color it. If you want your leaves to have a shiny look afterwards, you can use water-based lacquer to just give it some shine. Okay, so that is colored now. Now you take your piece of flour, listen to me, your leaf, heat it up quite well, you'll feel it stretch a little bit, then fold it double, okay, what the heat does, it helps the foam to stay shape, keep the shape, and it's going to stay upright, it's not going to flop down like that. Let's do another one. Okay, I haven't actually colored the sides of the give it some. What I should have done with these, I should have colored the sides as well. Can you see that little white edge there? I don't really like the white edges to show, so that should have actually been colored as well. But just to show you exactly how to do it. You don't have to be scared that you're going to burn your fingers, because this is a type of isolation, or product. This is nothing more than it's just an EVA. It's a foam. They use it in isolation, for isolation or insulation, not isolation. Sorry, insulation purposes. Isolations, because we are in isolation that I use isolation. Insulation. You'll get it in snowshoes and aircraft, refrigeration, anything that. Okay, look at that, isn't that beautiful? Okay, one more. Oops, I've got some glue on that one. You can see I've got some glue on my iron as well. Okay, then I have to put on the glue gun. Okay, so now I'm going to attach wires to the leaves because I want to put this into flower foam so that it stays upright. Okay, all you have to do, glue, pinch it closed. My glue gun doesn't want to stay in place today. It's a beautiful day outside. I had to go shopping today. I actually felt so guilty. It's actually so funny. Everyone was wearing their masks and gloves, protective gear, keeping their distance in the shops. No one spoke. It was actually a very somber mood in the shops. It's like everyone felt guilty because they had to go and get something. I actually felt like, you know, when you were in school and you skipped a class or something. Well, that's exactly how I felt this morning. Funny. Okay, so now we just cut away to give it a shape. We don't want that. I can actually leave it like that as well. It all depends on what kind of vase you're going to put it into. Okay, now I've got mine in a little glass jar with a kitchen sponge, because I don't have actual flower oasis. So what I do then is I just pop it in there. Nice little fillers, these leaves. Gives it a natural look, I think. Okay, let's pop it back into the jar. Now I'm going to show you, oh, it's so easy. And I hope you're going to make some for your Easter decorations. Bring some joy into the house. Okay, so now you're going to need your pieces of earbuds. I'm using up all the old earbuds because I heard they actually pollute the oceans, so we shouldn't use the ones with the plastic. So I'm doing something with mine, I'm not throwing it away. I'm keeping it out of the trash. Right. Just a little bit of glue. You can use your glossy accents as well. And then you pull it okay, so this is what it looks at the underneath, and this is what it looks at the oops, that's too much glue. Now the heat of the glue gun helps you to sort of pull your earbud into the correct position. You can see it sort of, can you see that shrunk around the earbud. I'm making a mess on my mat. Glue. Pull your earbud through gently. Oh, I just love this, don't you? Amazing. Easy peasy. Okay, remember the white is a little bit softer than the purple, so you need to be a little gentler with that. Let's do another white one. Once you've got the knack of this popping method, as I call it, you can actually experiment with any type of flower that you want to make. And like I said, I didn't apply any color to it. This is the basic silk foam color. And it makes it a very cheap little flower, because we're using the earbuds, of course. You can always, if you want to really add some glitter to it, then just put some glossy accent, dip it in some glitter. Oops, that one I was too rough with. Okay, only 2 more to go. That's another white one. Now you can make many different kinds of flowers with a basic shape, like for instance this 5-pointed flower. You've just got to be brave and experiment. Okay, then you take your wires, just a little bit of glue, and you push your flower into these other wires. Okay, there we go. Of course, you can use your, I wish this one's bad. Okay, sorry. Bush take. I'll use this for a different flower. Here we go. So make sure that I've got a hole in there. Okay. Now glossy accents also work quite well with this. The hot glue tends to shrink the plastic, so the wire doesn't go in that easily. You can of course also use a thinner wire, but I found that this specific thickness works well for me. And of course you can do it the other way around, put your glue on your wire and then put your earbud flower on. think that works well. Okay, I think that's enough example of that. Okay, like for instance, this. I will show you just now how to get this so that you can make your own daffodils. Daffodils would also look very nice in a display. Okay, now we're going to just wrap. Okay, because I use the foam, kitchen foam at the bottom, and it's not a real flower foam or ices, I leave a space of wire that's not covered in tape, because that makes it go easier. Otherwise you tend to sort of struggle to get the flour into the foam. But that's only if you use a kitchen sponge like that. Normally this goes in quite easily with... Okay, so I start about an inch from the bottom, work up towards the top of the stem, and then at the bottom I just take care that I just gently grab the piece of foam, and then I just wind it to the bottom again. Okay, if you want to, you can form your stem so that it arranges more easily. Okay, so I'm going to finish this and then I'll show you the complete product. Okay, so now for the daffodil, quickly going to try and show you how to make that. Use your biggest stylus that you have, or something that's got a rounded, not a sharp edge. And then we're going to use the same procedure as we did with the leaves. So you heat your piece of Foamiran on your iron until you think it's hot enough, and then you just gently pull it over. Okay, let's make another one. Okay, so we've got those two. Then we're going to just snip this off. Right there, I think. Snip it off. Then we're going to apply a little heat again to the edges, the tips, and you're going to distress that. Okay, what you want there is that frilly little edge. Okay, we're going to cut away everything that we don't want, more or less a rounded shape. Then you've got your cup for your daffodil. Let's do this one. Okay, you keep that between your thumb and your forefinger, and you only distress the tip, the top part of your cup. Open it, and we're going to cut away all the edges that we don't want. Just a little bit more distress on that one. Okay, now we're going to make the bases, which is this. Now, a daffodil actually has 6 petals, but no one's going to notice it if you don't tell them. They won't know. But if you're lucky enough to have a 6-pointed die, or you want to cut your own, then go ahead. Now to form this, I'm just going to pop it over, and then use my ball stylus and just give it a little rounded base. Don't have to heat it that much, just a little bit. Of course, while it is still hot, you can use your stylus just to give it more shape. Now that one actually looks quite nice for me. I think I'm going to just reheat this one a little bit. Just a quick reheat, and then okay, so I think I've got my 2 shapes there. Then we apply some glue. Oopsie, glue gun doesn't want to work. Okay, there we go. Glue. Take your rounded tool. Okay, quick and easy. There's your basic tulip shape. Now all you need to do now is make a little hole. Where is my stylus? Gotta look for that first. Okay, so just gonna make a hole in the middle. Then you've already glued your earbud. Oh, let me just take this out of the way. Might just get burnt. Gently pull it through. I need a spot of glue. Okay, pull it through gently. And then just reshape your exactly in the middle. Okay, there we go, that's better. Put your stem through. Spot of glue. Gently put it through as far as you can. And there you've got your daffodils, my dearies. Okay, so hope you enjoyed this, and get out your Foamiran and make yourself a nice little Easter table arrangement. Okay, have a nice day, you guys. Keep well.